I just want to score. That's why I always want to be a striker. That hunger is inside me. Football is my life. I'm just happy when I'm playing football.
Life has a lot of ups and downs. Football teaches me how to be patient in every situation.
Over the past few years, Indian football has been in the news more than ever before for various reasons. The Indian Super League has brought crowds back to the beautiful game. But the Indian women's football team, let's face it, did you even know it exists? It does, and it's going through a slow and steady revolution of its own. Will they? Won't they? The hope was that they would. And the Indian women's football team did the unthinkable by qualifying for the Women's Asian Cup after a long gap of 23 years. The girls breezed through the qualifiers in Thailand to book India's spot at the AFC 2026 Women's Asian Cup to be held in Australia. A few weeks ago, I met the players while they were training here in Bengaluru for over a month. And this is the story of Indian football's Blue Tigresses. The 24-member team is driven by a mix of experience from seasoned pros and the energy of youngsters to taste success. For these young women from the nook and corners of the country, this journey has been anything but easy. This is Grace Dangmei, one of the veteran midfielders in the team. A vital cog in this position, the 29-year-old from Manipur orchestrates the movement of the ball between defense and attack.
I started playing football in the year 2008 and 9. I doesn't have any idea about football because in my village there is no one who plays football. One day, one of my friends, she told me that let's go and play one tournament. Their team is lacking one person, so she invited me. So I went, and then the remaining matches we won. And then the football coach came and asked me if I interested to play football. So I went back home and I asked Daddy, and then he told me, yeah, you could give it a try. And then after the practice start from 3:30, school finished in 3. So I have to wait for the last bell to ring, and then my home and the school is like 10 to 15 minutes. So I have to run back and then finish my everything and then dress up. And if there is bicycle, then I'll go by bicycle. If not, then I have to run 2 kilometers from my home to the ground. That's how my football journey started.
Manisha Kalyan represents the younger lot and has been the face of the team for a while now. The 23-year-old from Punjab leads the attack for the Blue Tigresses and also plays for a top division club in Greece. The forward is the first Indian footballer to take part in the UEFA Women's Champions League.
When I am in 6th standard, so I started playing football, but before that I'm playing a basketball. So what happened, so my coach, he asked me like just randomly, like he said like, hey, you want to play football? I said, yeah, I want to play football. So I went on a trial, like district team trial. So I went there, I got selected. When I started playing football, like it feels so good. Like then I stopped playing basketball. I'm doing athletics also. I stopped there because I love football. then I thought like I want to like build my career in a football, so I started working hard for that.
Despite talented players, the team lacks strategy and a fresh set of ideas. To shake things up, the All India Football Federation appointed Crispin Chetri as the head coach of the Indian women's football team in February 2025.
Press. Second. Silky, Randana, Sangeeta, Rimpa, Pyari, Babina, Somya.
The first step was to transform the style of play. From direct football, which defended in low block, the team is now developing into playing possession-based football.
I think the right football which suits our Indian football is if we can keep the ball. When we talk about Thailand, Uzbekistan and all, they are all physical team, technically very good. So with them we can't just kick the ball and hope for things to, because we don't have big number 9, so that we go, number 9 holds the ball, midfield comes and support. We can't do that because physically there are better teams in Asia also. So I think for me the right way is, I think if we possession based football is the best thing for right now in India, because what I feel is we can run. So we are not that slow, we are a little bit sharp also, and we are not good in giving 20 to 30 yards, but we are good in giving 5 to 10 yards passes. So why not explore on that and build team on that one, where I know players are scared because they don't want to lose the ball and concede a goal, like say. So we have to let go of that fear. As a job of a coach, I have to encourage them to continue with that only. So that's the only way to move forward now.
Currently, the Indian women's football team has a FIFA World ranking of 70 out of 196 teams. This is the lowest they have ever plummeted to since the ranking first came into existence in 2003.
For us right now, that FIFA ranking, what we are talking about, for right now, as of now, that is not important for me. We are, I think, 69, but Nepal and Bangladesh are around the level of 100. Do you think there is that much difference? No, any day Nepal and Bangladesh can beat us. To improve on that, I have to have a transition in my team. So for that transition, I have to include new younger players and let go of senior players, and getting right set of players in that age group so that we will be ready to qualify for 2031 World Cup.
Right now we have a lot of young players, and I can see like they are working so hard, and it's very impressive. They want to play and they want to serve themselves for a country, and looking at them also, like it's feel good. Like I can remember like I'm also doing the same thing, like pushing myself, and it's felt good.
Yeah, the team is tough because new faces are there, and then we also have to fight it for our sports also. In morning if we wake up, and then I just think for 5 minutes, what should I do in the pitch? It's like the way I should move the ball, or the finishing, or the touches. I need to improve day by day. It's like giving motivation to myself, and as well as for me also, it's a great opportunity to play with the young faces, young players. If they do some mistake, I would go and tell them that if you should move this way, or if you should have control this way, it will be more good for you. As a senior player, we have to be like a role model for the young players also.
You finished. This kind of you have done nice. Yeah.
So, tell me one good thing about Coach Crispin.
हम लोग को ज़्यादा शॉपिंग नहीं देते हैं।
What is the worst thing about Coach?
जब गुस्से में होते हैं तो डर लगता है। और 10 वाला प्रैक्टिस। और 10 अभी वाला प्रैक्टिस। साइलेंट।
बहुत धूप होता है।
हम लड़कियां ना टैनिंग के साथ फुटबॉल क्यों खेलती है?
There was never a dearth of talent, but the lack of a support system and exposure have acted as detriments to make progress. Stronger grassroots programs, regular competitive matches, and better scouting can take women's football in the country to greater heights.
Right now, we shouldn't be worrying about players or anything. I think right now what is important for is creating a pool of coaches.
Shuffle! 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 Goes together. See the balance! See the balance now!
Who is willing to nurture the young talents? Maybe send those coaches outside, maybe to Axe Academy, maybe to La Masia in Barcelona, maybe to Japan, maybe to Benfica. Let these coaches gain ideas how to move forward, how to develop and grassroots. Then when they come, when we have that pool of coaches, then we can invest on our grassroots. We are just talking about grassroots, but grassroots won't happen if you don't have good coaches.
I joined the national team in 2018. So I'm sitting in the bench, like I'm not playing 2 years. I'm just like going in, out, and suddenly one day, like my coach, you're in the national team, so we don't see the result. Like you always go in, out. Like sometimes you're playing so good, and sometimes like you're not playing so well. So in that time, I just felt like I have to be a consistent. After 2 years, like I'm consistent. That's why I think I can see the result also. Yeah, like scoring. I scored a goal against Brazil.
Chance for counterattack here from the visiting ladies. Down this left-hand side, India. We get a shot and goal for India!
That is my like career point where I got so much offer also like from clubs. I went outside because of that. I got so much exposure after that.
The Indian Women's League, which started in 2016, was a much-needed breakthrough. However, the competition, currently with 8 teams, needs a lot to improve upon. Adding more teams with robust hierarchy system and youth academies should be the way forward. Let's hope a good performance at the Asian Cup will help the growth of women's football in India. This is Hita Prakash for the Deccan Herald.